Now, LLS is in the business of creating more survivors in our world. And we're honored to have hundreds of survivors lighting the night with us tonight. And by the looks of it, it looks like thousands. We'll see more of our amazing survivors in just a bit, but as you can imagine, they each have a unique story to tell. To share her inspiring story of survival, please welcome Sandra Barham.
Yes, Sandra!
When I was approached with the opportunity to be this year's mission speaker, I jumped at the chance. You see, I saw this as an opportunity to stand in front of hundreds, as you said, thousands of people who knew my story, who related to my story, and who lived my story. In February of 2016, my mom was taken to the hospital when she suddenly and quickly fell ill. The news we were given that day would change my world forever. Over the next week, we were told to prepare to say goodbye, that treatment options for patients over 65 were limited. In fact, there had been little to no advancement in the last 20 years for patients diagnosed with acute lymphocytic leukemia, or AML. We made the decision to battle this devil head on. The initial 10-day prognosis she had been given stretched out to nearly 6 months. That was 6 months of multiple hospital stays, countless blood draws, an excess of pills and medications, and more infusions and transfusions than I care to remember. But it was also one more Easter that she spent with her husband, her children, and her grandchildren. Hundreds of hugs and kisses for her family, more time to tell her I love you. My mother, all of 5'0", fought like a warrior. She battled with strength and without complaint. She fought with resolve and with a smile on her face. You see, cancer doesn't take the best from us, it brings out the best in us. Shortly after my mother's death, I walked in her memory. I vowed to continue her fight, because while she may have lost her battle, I was and I am determined to get back in the ring, bring awareness to this cause, raise money, and do my part to help find a cure. At the walk, I met survivors who inspired me. I met caregivers who, just like me, lost a parent. I met an incredible woman who was in the midst of her fight, a woman who personified courage. I met a community of people that believed in doing more, in giving back, in fighting to find a cure. And I truly began to believe that the work we do today helps us find a cure for tomorrow. Like LLS's initiative to beat AML, a first of its kind master clinical trial for AML funded by LLS. It's the same cancer that took my mother from us at 69 years young. I'm ecstatic to be able to share that after more than 4 decades of little progress in treating AML, there have been 3 drugs approved for AML patients this past year alone. Yes, exactly. It's because of our support that LLS has contributed to advancing innovative therapies. And there's more advancement. On August 30th, the FDA approved the first gene therapy, a groundbreaking revolutionary treatment called CAR-T immunotherapy for children and young adults with the most common forms of leukemia. LLS has also committed $1 million in direct support to blood cancer patients in areas impacted by recent hurricanes. These funds, $500 per person, will help patients get to treatment centers, doctor appointments, and replace medications lost due to storm damage. All of the good LLS does is directly due to the work of everyone here. The awareness you bring, the money you raise, the support of those who believe in this cause. That's why I'm here, to honor the memory of my beautiful mother, to fight like a warrior for those who can't fight, and to be a voice for those who don't have one. As I said, we all have a story, and we all have a hero. Mine is my mother, and I see her every day. I see her in sunbeams and rainbows. I see her in cardinals, and in the radiating smiles of my son and my daughter. And I always talk to her and tell her, shine your light on us, Mommy. And tonight, I will see her shine bright in thousands of lanterns that will light the night. Thank you.
Let's hear it for Sandra. Thank you, Sandra, for sharing your story. There's a fly. It keeps landing. Crazy. Thank you, Sandra, for sharing your story and for being such an inspiring member of our Light the Night community. Sandra's story is only one of hundreds here tonight.